Act 3 of Robinhood by Amos MacDonald. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Act 3. Scene 1. Some months later. The King's Palace. 2 chairs center and benches right and left of stage. Enter, left, Queen, her 3 ladies, and Marian. Ladies sit on right-hand bench. Queen on right-hand chair, Marian on a low chair beside her, left.
So, gentle Marian, you would leave us?
Dear Queen, I only entreat your leave to go from your court for a little space.
Are you not happy at our court? Spring is coming, and we shall have jousts and merry feasting soon.
I thank your grace, but my father and I have a journey which we must make about this season of the year. Before we go, we must return and set our affairs in readiness.
Do you go to some holy shrine, to Canterbury or to Ely?
Nay, my father has visited far-distant shrines and brought back boughs of palm such as the saints hold in their hands, but this journey is to no fair church.
Where do you go, then?
To visit one who helped us in adversity.
Well, God speed you on your way. We have rejoiced to have you at our side. Draw up that seat and unwind these threads for me.
Marian seats herself on left-hand bench and draws threads. Queen turns right to ladies.
Is there any one of all our train so gentle, fair, and good?
Points to Marian, then takes up her book and reads. First Lady to Second Lady.
I weary to hear the praise which our good Queen bestows on this maiden.
Verily, she is but the daughter of a mean knight of the west country, living doubtless in some rat-hole castle in the mountains.
She and her father flaunt like peacocks now, but they say it is only a few years ago that the same knight and his fair daughter were beggars.
Beggars?
Yea, beggars dressed in rags, their lands and castle pledged.
That is true, I warrant. I heard it from one who—
Queen looks up and closes her book.
What's that? Are ye whispering there amongst yourselves? Idlers, set to your work. By Pentecost that tapestry must be finished.
Reads again.
I wish the Queen would make that proud Marian finish it.
Truly, look at my unhappy fingers. There will be only bones by Pentecost.
Before Pentecost my father would make this journey, dear Queen.
Your father did the king good service in the Welsh wars. In winter snow, cold, hunger, were Sir Richard of the Lee ever foremost. I rejoice he holds his lands in peace. The king will not say your father nay, but ere you go you shall sing to us, Marian, a song to cheer us at our work.
Right willingly.
Rises.
What shall it be, my Queen?
What you will, whatever songs comes to your lips.
To Third Lady.
Here, take my book.
I pray you sing naught to offend my ears.
No loud boisterous minstrelsy for me, I pray.
I'll do my best to please you.
Comes forward and sings.
Where Merlin Mavis sweetly sing, oh, there I fain would be. Far, far away in merry spring, beneath the greenwood tree. The winter seems to fill the day, but in my dreams I see, lit with sunshine glittering gay, waving the greenwood tree. Then sink red sun into the west, and hasten day to me. When like a bird I'll flee to rest beneath the greenwood tree.
King enters, left, with Sir Richard at the Lee and Little John. First, second, and third ladies jump up.
The King!
The king!
King waves for them to sit still.
Rest, gentle ladies. That was a sweet song you sang, and now, Nightingale, you will fly away and leave the court.
So please your grace, my father and I would make this journey.
Yea, your father says even thus.
To Knight.
I owe you for faithful service, and I will not fail to reward you, on the word of a king.
Since my fortune's mended, it has been my chief delight to serve you, my liege.
No boon you ask shall be denied.
I thank you. When I return, my sword is ready at your bidding. Come, daughter. And you, my trusty squire.
Your squire rendered good service in the wars, they say.
He did. Come forward.
Turns left and pushes Little John forward towards King.
Men say you are a peerless archer.
Please your grace, near as good an archer as bold Robin Hood.
Ha ha ha! Robin Hood, the outlaw, the gallows for such as he.
Little John bows.
You have no need.
To Knight.
This fellow of yours has a merry countenance.
I thank your grace.
Make one, sirrah.
Turns to Queen.
This fellow pleaseth me.
Yea, I can make a merry jest when it serves me.
You are a waggish knave. But peace.
Leave jesting now. Farewell, my king, and you, my gracious queen.
Bows.
Farewell.
Knight, Marion, and Little John go out left. King seats himself by Queen on left chair and puts some flowers into her hands. Messenger enters from left.
My king!
Kneels.
The Baron of the Black Castle comes on urgent business, and craves a hearing immediately.
Bring him into our presence.
Messenger goes out left. Queen, to ladies.
You can stay here, but ply your needles.
Enter left, Baron of the Black Castle.
What will you? You have ridden in haste, it seems, and are heated and weary with swift travelling.
I come on urgent business, wherein your grace's safety is concerned. I will deliver into your hands one who has long defied your majesty.
Is it one of my Welsh rebels?
Not Welsh, a nearer rebel.
Sit down, and tell me who you speak of.
Baron sits down on left-hand bench.
For a whole year I have hunted for this man, and spent much gold, and ridden over fens and moors, in snow, wind, and rain, to find him and deliver him into your hands.
You are much angered.
Queen, aside.
His eyes are furious. He trembles and can scarce tell his tale for rage.
What man would you give into our hands?
That villain, cutthroat, lurker in thicket shadows, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood?
Yea, the outlaw Robin Hood.
Verily, he is an outlaw, for he has slain our deer.
He is the blackest villain in your land.
Methinks we have many.
But Robin Hood excels them all in wickedness.
The saints preserve us.
Robin Hood has killed our deer, and should be sternly dealt with on that account. But what else has he done?
Baron jumps up.
I can call witnesses. Honest men can testify to what he has done.
Bring them in.
Come, Anthony. Come, Guy.
What dost thou know of Robin Hood?
He is a very terrible villain.
Aside to Baron.
That is right, is it not, my lord?
Speak on, knave.
Robin Hood lives in the woods.
I know that.
Speak on.
He is some 10 feet high, so please your grace.
I care not for his stature. What does he do?
Do? He wears a gold crown and sits under the trees and kills all gentle travellers who come by, and he has sworn to slay the king one day.
That touches me somewhat. Enough. Thou canst go.
Anthony stands back left. Anthony, aside to Baron.
Was not that well said?
Peace.
To King.
Here is another.
Pushes forward Guy.
He can tell much of Robin Hood.
Who art thou?
So please you, I am Guy of the Field by the Windmill.
Guy of the Field by the Windmill. Tell thy tale. When didst thou see Robin Hood?
Guy trembles.
I cannot speak. I shall die if I do even think of what I saw.
Go on. I command thee.
I did never see Robin Hood. Leastways, I came through the forest once, having, so please you, been many times there. Well, once I went, it was on a Friday, 8 years ago, come Martimas.
Tell thy tale faster.
Did I say Friday? On my knees I crave pardon. I speak false. It was Tuesday.
Tell thy tale faster.
Yes, I can speak fast. Well, as I say, I was in the forest on a Wednesday, and as I drew near to the trees I heard a strange sound.
First, second, and third ladies, stopping their work.
Oh, terror!
Verily, sweet ladies, it was all dark, and nothing could I see or hear, so I knew Robin Hood must be near.
Terrible!
I knew he would be in some ditch or thicket, so being a bold and hardy man.
What did you do, brave fellow?
I gathered my cloak round me, put my hand to my ear, shut my eyes tight, and ran through the forest shouting and calling on the saints.
And then?
And then? Oh, it's the truth I speak as I live, on cold water. Suddenly I struck something hard.
Oh!
Didst thou hit thy head against a tree?
Against a tree? No tree, indeed. It was that villain Robinhood who felled me to the earth, and I fainted.
Ah me!
How looks Robin Hood?
Oh, he has horns, I think. 2 long arms, 2 legs.
How sensibly he speaks!
But thou wert lying fainting on the ground?
Yes, knave, thou wert senseless.
Truly. But I know he has horns and roars like a lion. I lay on the earth, my king, like one dead. Yes, sweet ladies, like one dead, stiff, cold, lifeless.
And what after that? For as thou art here, we may believe that Robin did not utterly slay thee.
Oh, afterwards I got up and went out of the forest.
Ha ha! Oh, Robin Hood, you are a mighty monster to frighten such brave men.
Robin Hood should be caught and hanged, your grace.
Hanged? Would that not be a mild punishment for such a villain? Methinks before he dies, I would fain see this Robin Hood.
See Robin Hood?
He has sworn to kill the king.
Yea, and he will kill us. Dread king, do not make me your guide to the forest. I cannot break my head a second time. Oh, what I suffered riding there, good ladies, as I lay stiff, cold, and senseless on the earth.
Alas, poor man!
I was quite dead.
Peace! I tell thee I will come to the forest and see Robin Hood.
To Baron.
You shall take me to the place where he haunts. Where is it?
In Barnesdale and Sherwood Forest he is oft found. But consider, my liege, the danger to yourself to go into the woods where Robin Hood and his archers stalk up and down with bow in hand. Give me men and your warrant, I fear not in your service, and let me go and slay him myself.
I am the king, and I alone do justice in my land. I need not your sword, my bold baron, to keep order. If Robin Hood be all that you and these brave men declare him to be, why no punishment is too bad for him. But I will see him with my own eyes. He must be a subtle rogue to have frightened so many wise people out of their wits.
Indeed, I am a broken, stricken man.
We will go armed fully, but disguised as travelers. Prepare disguises for us. Get you russet cloth, black hoods, such as sober merchants wear upon their travels.
We will do your bidding.
Hasten to get ready our disguises.
Rises.
No one must guess we are the king.
I would fain go along with you, my lord.
King sits down again beside her.
Nay, now, gentle lady, think you of the terrors you have heard of Robin Hood. He has horns, roars like a lion.
Were he the dragon that St. George did slay, I'd have no fear of him.
Yet think, the way is hard. Rough roads, the trees our roof, moss for a bed, our table the gnarled roots of an oak.
Queen rises.
Tell me, did I fear to sojourn in the lone castle of Caernarvon among the fierce Welsh? Was I afraid to cross the seas and bide with you in camp, while the battle with the heathen raged around me? I trembled not at mountain savages nor Saracens, and shall I be afraid to come with you in your own forest, even should we encounter the stoutest outlaw in your realm?
Bravely spoken, O my queen.
I will go with you disguised.
Sits down.
I will be dressed as a merchant's wife. My ladies shall come with me.
Ah me, my veil will be torn in the thickets.
Weep for each brave kirtle which the brambles shall devour.
Oh, the thought of the forest! Wolves, thorns, bears!
Cold, heat, darkness, starvation.
Serpents, poisonous herbs.
Death, destruction, Robin Hood.
I could weep.
Dry your eyes.
Queen and 3 ladies rise.
And make ready our disguises. You shall be attendant on the merchant's wife. You shall be a prioress. You her attendant nun. We will not tarry long.
Then do your way. I have tried to serve you.
We will not forget your service, eager servant. You shall have your reward.
I want my vengeance. That is my reward.
Tomorrow is May Day. We'll keep it in the forest. Come, ma chère reine.
Takes Queen's hand.
We'll hasten to the fearsome wood and judge the outlaw, Robin Hood.
King and Queen go out together, left, followed by ladies in waiting, Baron, Anthony, and Guy. Scene 2. May Day morning, a year from beginning of play. Under an oak in Sherwood Forest. 3 logs or benches, centre and right and left. Treasure chest and food on extreme right, jug and cups on extreme left of stage. Enter left, Robin Hood, Scarlet, Much, and Avisa, who carries garlands. Robin Hood stands centre, Scarlet on his right, Much and Avisa on left.
It is May morning. The larks sing high overhead. The sun shines on the meadows, and now his beams creep into the depths of the wood. Men, beasts, and birds must seek their food. Come, Scarlet. Come, Much. Let us away and bring some venison home for dinner. We'll dine at noon.
Heaven send some rich traveller this way.
You will make ready our food when we return.
Robin Hood, Scarlet, and Much go out left.
Gladly will I do so. This is the day of all the year. Ere the dim morning had dawned in the forest, we went through the deep dew and brought home the May. O month of gladness, banish our sadness, crown with thy beauty thy own festal day. May time to honor we hang up our garlands on trees and o'er fresh streams that shine in the sun. White hawthorn bringing, with birds we're singing, telling to all men thy reign has begun.
Avisa goes out left. Enter left, First Lady in Waiting, Second Lady in Waiting, and Guy, who carries a bundle. They move across the stage and stand on the right, facing audience.
I am fainting with hunger. It is more than 2 hours since we tasted food.
My eyes are blind with weeping for my torn raiment.
First Lady starts, catches hold of Guy's arm.
What is it? What frightens you?
Second Lady, drawing nearer.
Yes, tell us. Do you hear anything?
No.
Do you see aught?
Well, courage, what is that? It is tall and straight.
Coward, it is a tree.
Yet there's a sound. We are ended.
First Lady, Guy, Second Lady move farther to right.
Fool! It is the King and Queen who come behind us.
Enter from left King, Queen, Third Lady, Anthony, and Baron. Anthony carries bundles. All are disguised. King stands centre.
Here we are in the forest of Sherwood.
A mean and wretched place.
Full of trees, just rank and green.
Now we are near the haunt of Robin Hood. Any moment he may appear.
Oh, misery!
There are plenty of trees to climb for safety.
Alas, so many trees that I shall not know which to choose.
I care not for Robin Hood, but I would that we could get some refreshment for the Queen.
Nay, travellers must not look to find their dinners cooked on the bushes.
The bushes, ah!
Points right and pulls back First and Second Lady towards centre of stage.
Something did stir in yonder bush.
It is the robbers. Aye, unmannerly knave, help me to a hiding place.
They are on us.
First Lady, Guy, Second Lady move quickly behind King. Enter left, Robin Hood, Scarlet, Much. King faces Robin Hood.
Who are you?
I am Robin Hood.
Oh, that I might slay him where he stands.
Let me hide.
Ah, fain to be dead.
We greet you, Robin Hood.
And who are you?
Good as yourself I am.
How? Remember, I am king here in the forest.
You are indeed. We are travellers, but we are envoys of the king.
We will treat you well if you are messenger of the king, who is a better man than his sheriff. But remember, at a blast of my horn, archers come with bent bows to do my bidding. You are a proud fellow.
I am nearly as proud as is Robin Hood.
Scarlet moves toward the king.
Try no jesting with us.
Seizes King's arm.
Leave him alone.
Scarlet obeys and goes back to place behind Robin Hood.
You rule your subjects well.
As well as the King of England rules his.
Ha ha! You have more obedient subjects. None of your subjects are outlaws. But come, we are hungry, and we command you to give us meat.
Command? It is not thus that travellers speak to Robin Hood. Know that I can give meat here or not, as I please.
Yes, indeed, and take your purses, if we like, in payment for the dinner.
Baron steps toward the king and says aside,
Will you endure their insolence?
No harm shall come to you. It is May Day, and so you shall all dine with us. The ladies are weary, doubtless.
Doubtless they are. I am.
You shall all dine here under this oak. Come, Scarlet, bring the venison which Havisa has cooked for us.
Scarlet goes to right and fetches food, which he places on ground in front center of stage. Tuck enters from left, followed by Alanerdale. They spread out food.
Tuck, you have our wine.
I'll get the wine for these gay travellers.
Moves to left of stage, from which he fetches wine. As he passes Anthony and Guy, he says,
You pale, knock-kneed fellows.
He insults us.
Tuck sets down wine on ground beside food in center of stage, and then goes to his place on right between Much and Alanerdale.
Silence! He is our host now.
Draw near, all of us. Lady, will you sit here?
Thanks, Robin Hood, for your courtesy.
Robin Hood handing Queen to seat on center log.
Never shall it be said that Robin Hood was lacking in courtesy to any woman living. Be seated here, good sir.
King sits down on center log beside the Queen. First Lady sits down on right-hand log.
This is well. Methinks the wood is finer than I thought.
Second Lady sits on left-hand log.
Truly the boughs make a tolerable shelter.
Third Lady sits down on left-hand log.
And the moss is soft.
Baron sits down on left log.
He is a crafty knave. Beware! Will you not seize him?
I will dine first. Betray not who I am, on your peril.
Points to Robin, who sits on right-hand log by First Lady.
There's a king with no cares.
There are pasties of my own making.
Enter Jock and Joan from left with a basket between them, which they hand round to all.
The wildfowl's eggs came from the lake.
Enter left Avisa with food, which she hands to Queen.
You will not quarrel with the meats we've baked.
Nay, indeed, good dame. Moreover, all things taste well under the trees. Is not yours a jovial life?
The sorrowing all their cares lay down.
Where?
In the greenwood.
You do not fear the tyrant's frown.
Where?
In the greenwood.
The hungry mouths with food are fed.
Where?
In the greenwood.
The weary find a quiet bed.
Where?
In the greenwood.
Ah me, I would fain stay here.
And I.
And I.
But it must not be. Robin Hood, it irks me sore to come to the hour of reckoning. First, I must make payment for this food. We have eaten and drunk well.
I trust that the food and drink is not poisoned.
King rises and hands coin to Robin Hood. In rising, the king's hood falls back a little from his face.
Gentle host, take this gold piece for our entertainment.
With our thanks.
Robin Hood rises, takes coin in his hand, looks at it, and then at the king.
Why do you gaze first at me, and then at the paltry coin in your hand?
Because your hood has slipped back, that is why I stare. The countenance upon this gold piece is the king's, and it is yours likewise.
Kneels.
You are the king.
Fall on their knees.
The king.
The king! The king!
Yea, I am the king, Robin Hood.
Baron springs up and rushes forward towards Robin Hood.
Robber! Butcher! Seize him now! Hang him upon the nearest tree!
All rise from their knees. King pushes Baron back.
Stand back. No man shall lay hands on him here. We have drunk his wine and ate his meat, and you shall not touch him without my leave, though he be 10 times an outlaw.
Baron moves back left.
Oh, wretched spite!
You have slain my deer?
Verily.
Robbed rich abbots?
I took their wealth to give the needy.
You have defied my officers?
I have.
You should die.
Alas! Alas!
Robin Hood bows.
So be it.
Yet, since you have shown us such kindness, we will spare your life on condition that you pay a fine.
Oh, let it be 400 pounds!
Be it so. 400 pounds you pay before noon, and your life is saved. I swear this on the oath of a king whose word was never broken.
Alas, master.
King sits down again on center log beside Queen.
Pay the 400 pounds, and you are safe. I have spoken. Why do you hesitate?
Alack, alack!
Have we the gold, little much?
Alas, I fear not.
Play me no tricks. Look in your chest.
Scarlet, fetch our treasure chest.
Scarlet fetches chest from right, places it in front of King, opens it and looks in, and holds up one coin.
There is but one silver piece. My master gave the rest to a poor feeble man who came this way.
Aviza steps toward King.
He helped us. Must Robin Hood die?
The law says he must, but I will pardon him if he pays the fine. Look in that chest again.
Scarlet shakes chest and finally turns it upside down.
It is quite empty.
Drags it away and turns to Robin Hood.
Oh, master, woe is me! Why stand you so unmoved? Did you not hear what the king has said?
Goes back behind right log.
You will be slain.
There is no mending the king's word.
Yea, my word is given. If you can pay the fine by noon, you live. You smile, Robin Hood. You have treasure hidden, I warned.
Nay, I swear I have not. My chest and purse are empty as winter husks.
Then why do you look so proudly?
I have a friend, my king, a valorous knight who borrowed 400 pounds of me, and he promised to repay me beneath this very oak at noon upon May Day. 'Tis nigh the hour. He will come, and I shall have the money surely.
Now that is a marvellous tale. The knight come back to pay a cutthroat in the forest. Ha ha!
Moreover, it is just on noon.
Looks from side to side.
I see no knight.
It is not yet high noon. I tell you he will come.
I tell you he will not.
King picks up hourglass.
I will take the hourglass in my hand and watch. If the sand run out before the night comes, I must deliver you to justice. But if your debtor comes with the money,
looks at Baron,
I will fling him in the deepest dungeon who lays a hand on Robin Hood.
Queen looks anxiously at hourglass in the king's hand.
Alas, the sands run fast.
Poor Archer.
I think your knight has forgot to look in his calendar.
He will come, I have no fear. Moreover, his fair daughter promised she would return and be our May Queen.
Your May Queen. Now you may have leave to hang me, if that be true.
I speak truly. See you, I will stand here and watch. Scarlet, go and look up towards the ford, and call to me if the knight and the lady come.
I can scarce see for tears.
I think they will not fail me.
Much peeps at hourglass.
Master, it is near on the hour.
My heart sinks.
Robin Hood looks round to them.
Have courage, good people.
Alas!
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 Surely they will not fail me.
Turns front.
O time, stand still. I will hide my face.
Hides her face. All Robin Hood's people hide their faces. Robin Hood triumphantly turns round.
Behold! They come!
They come!
They come! They come!
Well done, brave Robin Hood.
He has escaped me! Oh, bitterness!
Our chance is past.
Enter from left Knight and Marion, followed by Little John. Knight carries bag of gold.
Hail, brave Robin Hood! Here is your money doubled.
Gives money to Robin Hood.
Hail, all hail!
Knight starts back, seeing the king.
The king here, the queen.
Bows low. King rises.
How? Sir Richard at the Lee is Robin Hood's debtor?
In my need he lent me 400 pounds to redeem my lands.
When we were in great extremity, he helped us.
Robin Hood walks right and puts money into King's hands, kneeling as he does so. King to Robin Hood.
You prince of robbers, Robin Hood.
Robin moves to right of King. To Knight.
I said he should not die if he could pay his fine.
My liege, you will forgive him?
Marion steps toward King.
Oh, pardon him, my king. Dear queen, beg for him.
I would fain do so.
Did you promise to be Robin Hood's May Queen?
I did. I said I would.
Then you must keep your promise, fair maiden. It is my command.
Oh, gladly I obey.
You shall have your money, Robin. Spend some of it on feasting hungry travelers.
Gives money to Robin Hood. Robin Hood bows low.
I thank you, gracious king.
And you'll forgive him forevermore?
Since you are his maid, Marion, I must pardon Robin Hood.
God
save
your
your
grace.
Knight to Baron.
'Twas you would fain have bought my lands from the false sheriff before the hour when they were his by right.
King sternly to Baron.
Then you and the sheriff shall pay the price of your ill deeds. A year I banish you. Go, you and your hirelings, hence.
Baron goes out left, followed by Anthony and Guy.
So justice shall be done, but now, as it is May Day, let us be merry.
Robin, lead off the dance with your May Queen. Music, strike up.
Marian takes Robin Hood's hand.
Till every glade in this wide wood echo the name of Robin Hood.
Oh, come now to the woods and crown this jocund day. Now each tall tree nods merrily. So all hail, sweet May, merry month of May. Oh, hail, all hail.
The winter time is past, beneath the sun's warm ray. There smiles in mirth the good green earth. So all hail, sweet May, merry month of May. Oh, hail, all hail.
Oh, come now to the woods, hark what the sweet birds say. The world is fair and we have no care. So all hail, sweet May, merry month of May.
Oh, hail,
all hail.
All go out in procession, king and queen, followed by knight, ladies-in-waiting, Marian with Robin Hood, Little John, Scarlet, Much, Alanadale, Tuck, Aviza, Jock, and Joan. Epilogue.
Farewell, our little pageants o'er, yet ere we part just one word more. Now if you love the gay green wood, think kindly on our play, and if you love brave Robin Hood, come back another day.
End of Act 3. End of Robin Hood by Amos MacDonald.